everyone. I can feel the excitement in the air as we are gathered today for our highly anticipated webinar on Festive Food Fix, how to eat smart and stay healthy. So I am Ekta Shah, your moderator for this session, and I am absolutely thrilled to have each and every one of you joining us. So now let us take about our incredible speaker, Miss Neha Uttam. Neha is not just an ordinary health and nutritionist coach. She is a powerhouse of knowledge, a passionate advocate for holistic well-being, and a true inspiration when it comes to making a smart choice for a healthier lifestyle. But guess what? Today's session is not just about Neha sharing her wisdom with us, it's all about coming together as a vibrant community of learners, seekers, and a health enthusiast. So I encourage you to actively participate, ask questions, and share your own experiences and insights throughout this interactive journey. So Neha's own journey towards a wellness was driven by belief that the prevention is better than cure. She questioned the traditional approach of seeking medical help only when we fall ill, and we recognize the importance of adopting healthier habits to prevent lifestyle diseases. And let me tell you, her practical strategies and actionable tips have worked wonders for countless individuals. So remember, this session is all about you. Neha is here to guide and inspire, but we want to hear from you too. Share your thoughts, ask your questions, and let's create an atmosphere of lively interaction that will leave us all empowered and motivated to make positive changes in our lives. So, all right, are we ready to embark on this exciting journey? I know. So, without any further ado, let's give a big enthusiastic welcome to our incredible speaker, Miss Neha, and she takes the stage and share her invaluable insight on the festive food fix. So sit back, relax, and get ready for an interactive and lively session that will leave you feel inspired and equipped to conquer the festive season with a healthy mindset. So let's get started.
Yeah, thank you, Ekta. Thank you very much, Ethika and Ekta, for having me here today. And that was a lovely introduction. And I'm also looking forward to this session since this particular topic, mindful eating, is very close to my own heart. And I really appreciate each one of you who has this kind of thinking that prevention is better than cure. So let's start this session. I will share my screen, and thank you for all the hearty welcome messages that I'm getting here. So I will share my screen. I will play a presentation, and while the presentation is being played, I will keep explaining you certain things. I will please request everyone to please pay attention to each slide, whatever is given there. If you feel that particular information is relevant, so please take a screenshot of that particular slide. It might help you in future as well. And I'm sharing my screen here. We'll take the questions in the end, Ekta, right?
So if you have questions while Neha is sharing her insights, you can also put it in under the Q&A section so we do not miss answering those questions as well.
Is my screen visible, Ekta?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Okay. We are here today in our seminar. We'll be talking about smart ways to eat during festival. Basically, the entire bottom line is we are going to talk about mindful eating, right? So we will explore strategies to enjoy the celebratory spirit while making better choices. Okay, so festivals, as you all know, are synonymous to joy and feasting, but they can also pose challenges to our well-being. You all know it very well, right? So we will be navigating through these challenges together, while we will be also discovering mindful eating practices and lifestyle choices that let us savor the festivals without any guilt. Correct? So, welcome to an insightful session dedicated to ensuring a healthy and enjoyable festive season. So, moving on, I will start the session with the next slide. This there you can see the quote there. It says, "Your present circumstances don't determine where you go. They merely determine where you start." So I will try and explain you this quotation through a short story. So this story is about a woman who was into at the age of 33 into postpartum depression. She has a lot of health issues and a significant weight gain after giving a birth to a sweet girl. Now struggling with sleep problem, anger issues, and a lot of mental health breakdowns, she hit almost 78 kgs. But one day, a pivotal movement while drinking water transformed her life, and with her husband's support, she embarked a journey of self improvement, self discovery. So this is that woman I was talking about. And through dedicated work on her body and mind, she shed weight, resolved mental issues, and emerged a happy, transformed person at 52 kgs. Motivated, she shared her journey on Instagram, and she is now changing lives sustainability. So I am talking about myself, you guessed it right. So I will take you with your permission, I will take you through my achievements so far. It's been 3 years I have been uh, uh, talking about health and wellness. So here is a small array of pictures you can see. So through you can see these are the pictures of my corporate sessions. I have also given sessions in the school regarding why you should not be eating junk and what are the alternatives available to these smaller kids, and then to also to elder kids as well. I also launched my ebook, which is "Oops, did I just eat that?" It is basically focusing on remaining fit at 40. So you will find it on Amazon. I will share the link later if it is required. Then you can see there's a brand name Nutrition. This is my brand which I recently launched. This brand is basically for healthy snacking and healthy meal subscription. And I am a social media influencer also, and I have more than 65,000 followers in on my Instagram. So I post mostly about sustainable weight loss, healthy living, and how you can actually make fitness into your regimen while you are staying at home as well. So that's all about me. I hope I'm able to motivate you a little with my journey. So I'm a life testament of mindful eating. Only by mindful eating and following certain fitness things, I am a changed person altogether. A totally 180-degree shift you can see in my journey in the last slide. Yeah. So moving on to the agenda. The agenda for today is, as you can see, is we all know that festivals are a time of celebration, and it's natural to want to indulge in rich and delicious traditional foods. However, it is equally important to strike a balance between enjoying these delights and being mindful of your health. Our aim is to discover strategies that allow us to relish the festival flavors while ensuring we don't divert with our health and wellness goals also, right? So today our agenda will revolve around understanding the significance of festivals in the Indian context, the challenges they pose to your health, and most importantly, how we can navigate these challenges through mindful eating and balanced lifestyle choices. We will discuss practical tips, healthier food alternatives, ways to stay active, and effective strategies to handle social pressure during the festive season. So I hope the agenda is very clear, and I'm sure all of you have gathered here to solve these purpose only. So moving on, here I am moving to this slide, and let's dig into what exactly Google says about our Indian festival. So when I type what is done in an Indian festival, it says every family prepares delectable preparations and invites guests, relatives, and other family members. So next definition, if we see expect fireworks, color, singing, dancing, food, so much food. So the main word here is food. Yes, we are talking about food here. So our festivals are focused and they are dancing around food only. So our focus is food most of the time. So during a festival, special and important foods are made to celebrate, right? We made food to celebrate. We also, families cook traditional recipes that are meaningful and they have been passed down from long time. People come together to share food, make celebrate. So they, why they share food? To make the celebration all the more special, right? So sweets are also a very big part of our celebrations, and we enjoy sharing sweets when we meet each other. So but with all these information, everything is coming down and stopping at food. So food is very relevant, we understand that. So we will now take a small poll. So I would request Ekta if she can open the poll for everyone. We'll have 3 minutes of it's basically a quiz kind of thing, where you will have certain questions with multiple answers there. So you have to log in your answer and we'll try and evaluate what exactly is your problem areas and what is your understanding. So let's see what are the answers. I would request everyone to please start answering the questions, and then we can see the answers.
So the poll is live on your screen. So please do participate on this poll. This will be amazing to know your views on this particular section. So Neha can route you through her insight and can give you the proper guidance. We have only received 7 responses. Please participation. Please, all of you, please do participate in this quiz. It will really give you a very good insight on each and every questions that has been mentioned here.
Guys, yes, please participate. Then I will also be able to help you in a better way, because this will give me an idea or understanding, like what exactly is your knowledge about certain things. So we'll be able to break those myths. If you have any kind of myths or any issues, we'll definitely take questions, but this is also going to help us a lot. This is for your own good. Okay, I think more people have started answering, Ekta.
So still we are having a minute to go, and we have seen a 56% people are participating in. Please increase to make it 100. Please everyone, please join and please answer this poll questions.
Hardly take few seconds, guys. Please log in your answers. This will also burn some calories. Come on, move your fingers. I need some energy. I know it's afternoon. You guys must be feeling lethargic. Yes, yes, I see some speed there.
Yeah, it's moving. Mudras, yeah. Yeah. So we will be closing this poll soon. So if you are still posting your answers, please do. We are just 20 seconds away. So the poll is closed now.
So we'll take question number 1, which says, which Indian festive food do you find most tempting? So we have options as gulab jamun, samosa, jalebi, and biryani. And I think gulab jamun and biryani is winning the race here. And I'm sure gulab jamun बहुत favorite होता है बहुत लोगों का. So I'm sure people love it. Lots of calories, but there are in gulab jamun. How do you typically approach portion control during festival meals? So a lot of people have logged in. I consciously serve myself smaller portion, which is very good. I indulge in larger portions and worry about it later. Not good at all. I don't pay much attention to portion sizes. I prefer to skip meals to save calories. So I think most of the people have answered as first option, which is good. You should always look for a smaller portion. Good understanding here. What's your go-to healthy snack during the festival season? Fresh fruit platter. So raw vegetable sticks with hummus, mixed nuts and seeds, dark chocolate covered almonds. So I'm not sure all those who have logged in as fresh fruit platter, they actually have it or not, or only for the sake of logging answer they have done it. So if you actually are having it, then it is very, very good. Others also, actually all the options available here are good options, but excess of anything is bad. So we'll come to those points as well. Which activity do you find most enjoyable for staying active during the festival season? Going for a brisk walk, okay. Playing outdoor games with family and friends, that's very nice. Dancing at festive parties, practicing yoga or meditation, okay, got it. So it's okay to indulge in your favorite festive treats occasionally as part of balanced diet. True. Okay, got it. Lovely. Great responses. Thank you very much for being a part of this quiz session. This has given me a lot of understanding about your knowledge about food. So, Ekta, we can close this.
Yeah, the poll is closed.
Okay, cool. So, so I understood that these are the challenges that you guys are facing. So we will I've already taken care of these challenges that whatever guys you guys have logged in. So we will move to a section which is the most important one. We are here to discuss this. What is mindful eating? When you say mindful eating, what is smart eating? So as you say that you can read the definition here. Mindful eating is a practice of eating while primarily focusing on the sensory aspects of our being. So you are present, you are eating. That is basically your mindful eating. So you are using all your senses while you are eating. That is mindful eating. So if I tell you a little tweak definition of it, so mindful eating is eating with intention and attention. So intention of caring for yourself and attention to what? Attention to the experience that you are getting by putting that food inside your mouth, and you're noticing what are the flavors, what are the ingredients, what is the love that has been put in that food. That is basically mindful eating, because it is going to affect your health also. Now you see here a chart which is mindful eating cycle. You see certain why, when, what, how much, where. So in order to make you understand these things, I will explain you these terms. So whenever you see a dish which is very tempting and you are approaching that dish, ask these questions to yourself. What are these questions? Why do I eat? In other words, what is driving my eating cycle at any given point? Why I am tempted to eat that? Just think over it. Do you really need to eat that? Do you really have that kind of hunger to eat it? Now, the second question that you can ask after that is, when do I want to eat? So this is about timing. When do I think about eating? Is it while watching television? Whenever I'm watching a TV, let's say on OTT, a movie is there, then I have a craving of eating something or munching something. So just try and evaluate these things. So next is what? What do I eat? That means, what do I choose from available options? So we had this quiz there. There are options like, you have options for fruit platter, you have option for samosa, you have option for kachori. What will you eat there? That is mindful eating. If you're choosing a good food which is good for your body, for your health, then you are doing a genuine help to your body. That is mindful eating. But if you would have chosen samosa, that would have been mindless eating. right? So what do I eat? We will evaluate that. Next, how do I eat? Specifically, how do I eat means, do I get the food I've chosen into my body? How am I eating? Am I chewing it properly or not? Or I'm just gulping it inside? Or I'm not relishing it? So what is the process behind that eating that particular food? You have to evaluate that as well. And then how much do I eat? This is portion control. We talked about portion control in the last quiz. This is how much, what should be the quantity. Do I really need to eat this much quantity which I have taken in the plate? We need to evaluate that also. And where do I invest my energy? That means, where does the fuel that I've consumed go? So let's say I've eaten a samosa. So has samosa actually given me any kind of energy, or it was just extra calories that I've taken, which are not good for my health? So if you evaluate these things, this is called mindful eating cycle. I'm not telling you to be stressed while eating, because if you actually see it in, if you're reading it, you might be thinking, itna kaun evaluate karega khane ke time, right? But when you make it a practice, it happens automatically, because I have gone through it, so I'm able to explain you in a better way. Now, moving on to the next slide, which is what are the benefits that you get from mindful eating. So you see a chart here which says mindful eating has these benefits. What are these? You have better food choices. Now, when you have a buffet spread, you will choose better food there, healthy food items there. Your stress levels will automatically go down, because you are eating good food. Your stress levels will automatically go down. You'll be, when good food goes inside, your happy hormones automatically increases. So you'll be more in tune with your hunger and fullness. That means you'll be able to analyze whether you're feeling, you're actually feeling hunger, or it was just a craving which you actually experienced. Your digestion will definitely improve, because you are having good food, nature's food, right? You have better relationship with food. Your self-esteem will increase. Definitely your self-esteem will increase. Why? Because since you are having good food and you always wanted to have good food, now you have started your journey, so your self-esteem will increase. No more yo-yo dieting, no more fat dieting at all, because now you have a sustainable diet. You know what to choose, what not to choose, when to eat, when not to eat. So you don't need any kind of fat diets, right? Decreased emotional and stress eating. You will not eat when you are emotionally weak now, right? You will only eat when you are physically in need of food. So as we discussed, more sustainable, this mindful eating is more sustainable than any kind of diets. And you will have definitely have better food choices that we discussed earlier. So apart from these also, it has other complementary benefits as well. Like when you'll do mindful eating, you will get weight loss automatically without any misses. You will get lot of good weight loss, which is sustainable also. You will get good skin. Your skin will show up when you have good food. So there are a lot of other benefits that you get when you actually start your mindful eating journey. So moving on to the next slide. uh, Here I've given you a chart. You can take a screenshot of it in order to understand what is mindless eating and what is mindful eating. So if you can read, eating on an autopilot or while multitasking, like you're driving, you're working, you're reading, watching TV, or doing any kind of work, and just grabbing a roll and just eating for the sake of just filling your stomach. That is mindless eating. But when you're actually focusing all your attention on the food and experiencing that particular moment of eating, that is mindful eating. So what else is mindless? Eating to fill an emotional void. Your emotional eating is mindless. But when you are actually satisfying your physical hunger, that is mindful eating. So when you're eating junk or your comfort food, let's say a chocolates, that is mindless eating. But when you're eating for your nutritional needs, for your healthy meals and all, that is your mindful eating. Eating food as quickly as possible. There are a lot of people who actually don't chew food properly. They will just eat it for the sake of finishing their food. That is mindless eating again. When you actually savor every bite, you eat slowly, enjoy the ingredient, enjoy the moment, that is mindful eating. Now, eating until all the food is gone, ignoring your body signals of fullness. So, there are a lot of people, they'll start eating and they will eat as if they have not seen food. They will eat until they're full till here. But ideally, you should be eating till the time your stomach is 70% full. Because let's say, let's take an example. You have a washing machine. If you'll fill up the washing machine up till the brim of the tub, will it rotate? No, it will not. Similar thing happens in our stomach. If we'll fill our stomach with food up till the edge of it, it will never ever give you good digestion, and you will have metabolic issues. And if you'll have bad metabolic health, you will have lifestyle disorders for sure. So you need to understand your body's signals, and you need to stop when you feel like that your hunger is suppressed. Now, why our mind actually gives you signal after 15-20 minutes that you are full. By that, in that 15-20 minutes, you have already eaten so much that I don't know what to say. So your stomach is just the size of your fist. Imagine amount of food that you all eat. In fact, we all eat, I would say. We eat a lot. So we should always think about the portion size. So when you listen to your body signals and eat until you're full, that is mindful eating. So in order to understand what exactly is sorry, I'm sorry. So here I've given you in the next slide, you can see, you can take a screenshot. This is very important. An app to what we are discussing today. This is not mindful, but this is smart eating during festival. Here I'll take an example of, let's say, for example, I'll take gulab jamun. So if you are having 2 gulab jamun in a party, so you are actually consuming 520 kilocalories at a go. But instead, if you're if you're eating 2 sponge rasgullas, you're just consuming 212 kilocalories. So these are not healthier option, but yes, they are low calorie festive swaps, you can say, so that you don't binge on unnecessary heavy calories. So in order to reduce more calories from sponge rasgullas, you can just squeeze them a little to take out the sweet content. It will again remove the calorie count to a little. Now let's take an example from the second section. For example, you are going to have a cold coffee with your friend. So cold coffee has 220 calories, but if you can have a cutting chai, it is just 75 kilocalories. And if you can skip sugar from the chai, it will again cut down on calories. So these are smart choices. These are not mindful eating. By the way, these are smart choices. I'm mentioning again and again. Now coming to the third section where you say main course is there. You can say, see, instead of dal makhni, you have gone to a buffet, you see dal makhni, you see a dal tadka. Try and have dal tadka instead of dal makhni, so that the calories are less and you don't build a tar of calories in the entire day, right? So similarly, other options are there. You can take a screenshot. I'm sure others, all of you have taken a screenshot here. Now moving on to the next slide. Again, I've shared you some healthy swaps to you. Moving to this section, you can see swaps here. Paneer tikka has better choice is to have a mushroom tikka, because it is more, it has less calories and more nutrition here. Then if you are having crispy corn, rather than that, go for roasted papad. Then if you are having peanut masala, go for black chana masala, lesser calorie again. So left side is more calories, right side is less calories, correct? And same, if these are few things that you can do, like instead of frying, you can do roasting. You all know all these things very well, I know. I'm just giving you a reminder so that you don't forget during festivities. If you are alcohol lover, try and have red wine instead of any other alcoholic beverage. You can take some sugar substitutes, although jaggery and sugar have same calories, but yeah, in terms of health benefits, you get better benefits with jaggery. You can replace the heavy creams. You can introduce yogurt based dips. swap the white and milk chocolate with dark chocolate. Salty nuts that you see in the market, packaged ones, you can instead have raw nuts, better have soaked nuts. Swap candies with fruits, prepare sweets at home. So when you prepare sweets at home, they are actually prepared also mindfully. There is love inside it, love of your mother, your wife, your sister. So your sweets will automatically have a better health consciousness in that. Drink jaljeera, nibu pani, kokum sharbat, coconut water as other beverages rather than having cold drinks and all. They're very bad for health. Instead of puris, you can have tandoori chapati, have tandoori platter because it has less oil, because it is prepared in tandoor. So similarly, there are lots and lots of options. You just need to be open and understand these things. Let's say you have gone. I think I'll come to the point in the next slide. So I'll explain your concept of what is balanced meal. Why I'm explaining you this is because I don't want you to be mindful only during the festivals. I want you to be mindful all your life so that you get best benefits and you enjoy your life without any diseases, right? So try and understand. So this is a plate. You have a plate at home. If you see half of the plate, left half of the plate is fruits and vegetables, right? So 50% of your food should be raw food. If raw is something which you are not able to digest, you can obviously steam it. Vegetables, when I say, you can obviously prepare some curries and all, like vegetables, dry curries, dry vegetables and all. And fruits, normal fruits. Don't make a platter of fruit as it was mentioned in the poll. Platter of food is never a good option. Then you see grains. When I say grains, I am not talking about refined. I'm talking about the thick grains. In Hindi, we call it mota anaj. Go for thick grains, which are unrefined. Better to go for millets. Then make sure every day, every meal, your plate has protein. Protein is the most important thing that should be incorporated in your diet on daily basis. So let's say you are a 50 kg person, then every kg of your body should be having 1 gram of protein. So 50 grams of protein is required for a 50 kg person, correct? And try and have some kind of dairy like buttermilk for probiotic and prebiotic effects. So when I say fruits, I don't want you to have fruits with your lunch or dinner. I want you to have fruit as a snack here. So don't club fruit with your lunch, with your dinner, because it will create lot of gas issues in your body, digestive issues. According to Ayurveda, it is virud ahar. You cannot club your fruits with your food. Neither you can club your dairy products with your fruits. It is not good for your digestive system at all. And whenever you are having fruits, try and have it in a single form. Let's say you want to have apple and orange. So just decide, I will take a orange now, and maybe in the afternoon, between the meal, after the meal, after 2 hours, I will take an apple. So that is how it should work. A fruit takes only an hour to digest. So you can decide accordingly, right? I can't go beyond this because I think time must be pressing. So moving on to the next slide. Now, understanding smart choices. Here you can see there is one meal here where you have two bhature and two basically chole bhature and two gulab jamun. This small looking meal, which looks very tempting and very good. So, but you see the total amount of calories here is 1542 kilocalories. You have gone to a feast and you find chola bhatura, try and skip it. Take a bite or two from your friend's plate, but try and skip it. Instead, if you see, if when we talk about smart choices, have lunch and dinner, and I would say breakfast also. So let's say in breakfast you had two mooli paratha or gobi paratha in the morning. it is 348 calories. Then in lunch you had saag plus makka roti, that's 300 plus calories. Then in dinner you had a bowl of khichdi, that's 175 calories. So in all also this is lesser than this chola bhatura meal. So you have to decide what to eat, what to skip. Then only you'll be able to make smart choices. And this understanding will be built over a time. For festival, I have given you a cheat sheet, but otherwise it will be built over a time when you start practicing it on a daily basis. Now, on the right side of your screen, you see when a person is having two pieces of jalebi, he needs at least 1 hour and 22 minutes of walk to shed those calories that has gone inside the body. I'm not talking about health factor here. Sugar, no doubt, is very bad, but here I'm talking only about calories. In order to shed those calories, you'll have to walk for 1 hour, 22 minutes. Is it not too much? But that is the truth. Two pieces of gulab jamun will actually make you walk 2 hours, 21 minutes. Then only you can actually get rid of those calories. So when we talk about walking, we are talking about fitness, your movement. If you see, more than half of your body is what? Your legs, right? And we hardly make use of our legs. Do we? We hardly walk. We keep sitting, we keep lying entire day in offices. There are smart ways where you can actually involve your like lot of movement inside your body through different ways. But we cannot talk about that right now. We since time is pressing. But I will give you a short snippet of staying active. When you are going to a party, as a lot of people said, you can dance there just to have more movement. I'm not asking you to jump and like in Garba, a lot of people were jumping and dancing. Uh, you would have seen a lot of news of a lot of, I think 6, 7 people died while doing Garba also, even young people. Why? Because any kind of pressure is bad for your heart. So if you are a person who has very lethargic lifestyle and you don't move, and all of a sudden in Garba you started jumping and dancing, your heart will get a shock and you will definitely have a bad health after that. So dance, but as you feel better, then only dance. Make sure you move a lot. Then let's say if you move on to the next which says increase step count goal. Let's say your step count goal is 10,000 per day. You can increase it to 15,000 during festive season, so that you are shedding calories automatically, right? Just keep a like track of your step count on a daily basis. So these are the things you actually know. Again, they're just a reminder. Use stairs instead of elevators and escalators as you get opportunity. Just leave the lift, just come to the stairs and go by stairs, so that you are shedding all the calories that you actually consume during festivities. Play with kids. You have kids, go outdoor, play with them, enjoy. It is very good for your mental health also and your physical health also. Park your car little far from place wherever you are going, so that you again get an opportunity to walk. I know people do opposite of it. They'll try and find a parking which is nearer to the place, but try and do that so that you get good health benefits out of it. Go for active social outings. Plan a outing with your friends and family in a park, let's say, or somewhere outside, so that again you get an opportunity to walk more. So basically, walk and talk, and try and use your legs more, so that you get good health out of it, right? So apart from that, you can also incorporate some workouts which can be done easily at home. These are screenshots from my Instagram. Here is a link to my Instagram handle. You'll find lots and lots of home workouts which you can actually do at home. Just start with 10 to 15 minutes daily, and you will definitely see good results. Eventually you can increase it to 30 minutes, And when you are a pro, you can definitely do for an hour as well. And try and include strength training. I'm not talking about festive season. Maybe when you make your new year resolution, then you can start your strength trainings, right? So these are simple home workouts that you can do. uh, uh, you'll find it on my Instagram handle. So now, as we come to the end of this presentation, I would like to take you to some quick tips which I have gathered for you, basically, so that they can be helpful to you. So whenever you are going to any kind of social gathering, try and full your tummy at your home only, not with, again, with bad choices, but with good food which are rich in fiber and protein. To I'm sorry, to name few, you can have some sprouts, you can have yogurt, curd, buttermilk, roasted peanuts, egg, paneer, roasted chana, etc., so that your tummy is full, and when you reach there, you're not eating a lot of junk food or sweets there, right? Same goes when you're hosting a party also. Before the guests arrive, before the family arrives, try and have more of such good food, or which is rich in protein and fibers, so that you are able to enjoy with family as well, but you are not eating all the things that you have prepared or ordered from outside. Right now, as I told you before, stop before you are full. So if you feel that there is some space in my stomach and I can still eat something because my chacha ji is asking me to eat more, please stop. Because after 15-20 minutes, your brain will give you signal that you are full, but maybe you are making a haste decision and you are eating more. So then it will create a lot of digestive issues and eventually other health issues. To stop before you are full. Let's say, now since India, we know that people keep offering food to you, and if you say no, they feel bad about it. They might not like you as well. So maybe you can very politely say, I will take it later. When someone is offering you food, just say, I will take it later. Now somewhere in their mind it will be that yes, he or she will take later, she never said no. So that later can go on later, so you can always avoid that if you don't want to eat. Now keep your plate full with healthy options. So let's say there's a plate, you have two options, and if you go to the next point, you see there's eat in smaller plates. So you have two options of plates. Take a smaller plate and try to take more healthier options available there. If you don't have a healthier option, then try to control your portion. Try some amount of each food item that you want to actually relish. Else take healthier options like soup, which are obviously not cream based soups. Then you can have some salads as well if they are available. Then you can also have some kind of paneers. When, let's say, there's a paneer curry, so you can just remove paneer pieces and have those, so that you get protein content and you can avoid little oil which is there in the curry. Then you can also have some fish curry, chicken curry in a similar form, by removing excess oils and all. And you can also avoid deep fried and oily food, right? And in order to understand what exactly you should be having or not having when you have a buffet laid in friend's place, or let's say you're going out, try and understand that all the dals, all the legumes and your things like rajma, chana, and all these things, they are rich in protein. So if you see chole, instead take a chole chaat. So that's more like chole has protein, and chaat will not have lot of other options that you have in cooked chole. So try and have more of protein rich things when you're going out. Also, they are filling, also they have fibers also, and they're very good for your health as well. And they are very tasty also. You are not compromising on your taste at all, right? So when you're eating, eat slowly. So when you eat slowly, you chew properly, you savored the taste, what happens is your brain gets signals and your stomach gets full very easily. But when you eat fast, your brain and your stomach are not in sync. They're not able to perform in a best manner. So try and eat slowly. give your brain and stomach to make a connection so that they give you a good signal of fullness, right? Then when I say water therapy, what I mean is sometimes our body gets confused. Let's say you might be thirsty, but you see a food and you might feel like eating. Instead of eating that food item, try having water. Just have a glass of water, sip by sip. Sit on a chair, take a glass of water, take water, sip by sip. And if you still feel hungry, then you can eat. But whenever you feel hungry, first have a glass of water, sip by sip. Your hunger will automatically go off. Why? Because our body gets confused between hunger and thirst. So, this is a good way, good tip to avoid unnecessary hunger pangs. Now, as I mentioned, you can take red wine if you are good with alcohols, or lemon water for non-alcoholic. I will also give you another tip, which is not, I missed mentioning here. So whenever you feel like having some kind of sweet or mithai during festivities or otherwise also, or you're curbing for chocolates and all, just take a half pinch of salt and put it in your tongue. Instantly your craving for that sweet will go off, because brain will get a signal that yes, whatever I wanted, I got it. So we just need to trick our brains. Let's say you want to have a kaju katli, right? And you are avoiding because you know that is not very healthy, that has calories. So do one thing, just take a small bite of it and just savor the taste of it. Your brain will get a signal, yes, I have eaten kaju katli, I am done. So this way your brain is happy, you are happy, your stomach is happy, your health is also happy. And the last point says no guilt. Let's say you don't have a choice and you ate whatever you wanted to, what others wanted you to eat, then please don't have a guilt, because it's festive time. You can obviously have some good food, in quotes, good as in your the food that you love, that you like. So if you'll have guilt, it will release negative hormones in your body and will have bad health issues in future. So try and remain happy and guilt free, enjoy the festive season, and just be mindful of what you are eating, and I'm sure you will see good results. That's actually gets me to the end of presentation. That's it. So my major, I would say, the three takeaways that you can see here is mindful eating, be active, and enjoy the festivals, and enjoy life, enjoy festival. Happy Diwali to all of you. And Ekta, I'm done with my session. I will take now questions.
Yeah. So before we move to the Q&A part, so I'm more excited to launch this feedback poll, wherein this will really help us to curate such sessions. And uh, please do participate in this feedback poll as well. And let us know your thoughts and suggestions if you have, that will really help us to make the further sessions as well.
I would also like to know feedbacks, Ekta, because since this particular topic is very close to me, I would love to know if you have any kind of suggestions for me and any kind of experiences you had with the things that I've mentioned. Please let me know.
The feedback poll is live now. And meanwhile, if you have any questions and you think you wanted to speak with Neha, you can come, you can raise your hand, you can come to the panelist, and you can ask the questions to Neha. And if you have any further questions, you can put it in our Q&A section. We will take it up soon. So here, Neha, under this chat box, the participate one member has asked, like, what is the swap option for mutton?
So it depends on what kind of dish you are preparing with mutton. So the baseline is it should have less oil and all. So if you can't avoid non-veg during festivities, then you can definitely think of, like, if you go to other countries, they have more of boiled non-vegetarian items. I'm a pure vegetarian, so I cannot comment a lot on it, but you can definitely look for lighter version of it, which are not deep fried, which has, so maybe you can just take pieces of it. You can avoid gravy, you can avoid oil, because as far as I know, when you cook any kind of non-veg, you need lots and lots of oil. You see a layer of oil on top of the curry, so you can always remove that and try and eat more of the pieces that are available. So there is no swap, but yes, you have to be smart there.
There are two questions under the Q&A section, which is brown sugar versus white sugar.
Okay. So when you talk about sugar, sugar itself is not good for health. So even if it is brown sugar, it is not good. Refinement actually is bad in for any kind of product, but ultimately understand why sugar is bad. It's not because of the refinement. Like when I say have jaggery, I don't want you to have lots of jaggery. When you are taking, let's say, 2 teaspoons of sugar in your tea, so replace it with jaggery and eventually stop having it all if you can, because unnecessarily from items like namkeens or biscuits or any such things you get sugar. So it's not about white sugar, brown sugar, or jaggery. It's about the quantity that you take. So try and reduce the quantity, and you will see good benefits out of it.
So there are a few more questions. So we'll go one by one. So here, Mr. Shashank is asking, we have seen many youngsters having heart attacks in the recent incidents, which is to be a post-COVID syndrome. Do you have any suggestion in food for this?
That's I'm sorry. So that's basically for youngsters. I would say the lifestyle. If you see the lifestyle, they have late night things. They'll study or they'll watch movies late night. They'll not get up in the morning. They'll eat more of junk food. They'll go out. They'll eat out. They will not prefer home cooked food. So there are a lot of lifestyle changes in terms of bad changes that have happened in youngsters that are actually taking it's very sad to say that, but lots of youngsters are going by heart attack, and that's it's only and only because of the lifestyle that they are living these days. I have seen people telling that I cannot afford good lifestyle, I cannot take dry fruits because they are very costly, but they can pay exactly same amount on pizzas. So pizzas are equally costly, but they can spend on that. So these habits, because they're young, might not affect them in one go, but they build over a time, and like collectively they have very bad effect on their health. So what they I would only say that they need to work on their lifestyle. That's the thing.
So there is one more question. Mr. Amir is asking, is like not only in times of festival but as in general, I personally have a habit, or I must say craving, of eating food late at night. What is your take on this, Neha?
Achha, just a second, I missed this question. So can we have that
Can
question
I
again?
repeat?
Yes, please do that.
Yeah. So Mr. Amir is asking, like he is not during the festive time, but yes, personally he has an habit of having craving of food late at night.
That's because, Amirji, you must be awake till late night. If you sleep early, you will not have craving. So ideally, what our body does, our body works on biological clock, circadian rhythm. So we work on sun cycle. As the sun goes up, we should be up. As the sun go down, we should be sleeping. So if you'll be awake late night, you will definitely have cravings because you are awake. You must be doing something or watching TV. So you will have that kind of craving. So try and sleep early. I would not say if you are sleeping at 12 or 1, start sleeping at 10, but just give a smartly. You have to trick your brain. As you trick in food habits, you have to trick in your lifestyle also. So just if you let's say you sleep by midnight 12, try sleeping at 11:45 for a week or 10 days, and then again on at 11:30 for the next week. Similarly, you will slowly and slowly move to your target time, let's say 10:30, and that's how you'll be able to like cancel the that kind of cravings also, and eventually you'll have good health as well, since you are sleeping on time as well.
So there is one more question from Sandeep. Is can I have a vegan protein that available in the market if I am into fitness for 3 days a week, sometimes like 45 minutes or 1 hour of running?
Yes, he can definitely have vegan protein.
So can you suggest any of the vegan protein that is available in the market?
Yes, there are actually many. So depends. Actually, I will have to see what kind of fitness levels he has. I cannot just suggest randomly. We need to
Okay.
the client first on
Sure.
those things. Yeah.
So there is one more thing like can we use the sugar-free pellets in tea or coffee or in sweet, or is jaggery made up of sweet is a gooder option?
So, personally asking, for me, anything which is packaged is unnatural. That means it is not coming from a natural source. So, sugar free is not like you pluck it, that plant stevia, and they have given it to you. They have transformed it and they are giving it to you. They've processed it. So, it is not good for me. But if you can get unprocessed jaggery from somewhere, it is a better option. But at times, once in a blue moon, you can obviously have sugar free. That is perfectly fine. Here again, I'm not talking in terms of calories, in terms of health parameters.
Yeah. And one more question, which is on intermittent fasting. So can you give your opinion about this intermittent fasting?
So, what exactly is the question?
So what is your opinion about intermittent fasting?
Intermittent fasting is very good, but the way it has been presented to the world is very wrong, since intermittent fasting comes from Indian culture only. But it came from West to the other parts of the world in the year 2016. So they actually projected it more in a sense of weight loss, that it is good for weight loss. But otherwise, intermittent fasting is very good for your health also. Why? I have posted a lot of reels on intermittent fasting on my Instagram also. I'll give you a gist of it. When our body is doing intermittent fasting, our body goes into autophagy mode. This is a mode where your uh, if I talk about cancer patient, for example, their cancer cells are eaten up by natural normal cells in during intermittent fasting. So it is good for the body, because bad cells are being killed, good cells are flourishing. So it is good for all human beings, whether they are diseased or non-diseased. But you have to make sure that what is the timing for intermittent fasting. You cannot do during the daytime. What you can do is when sun sets, at that time, let's say you had your last meal at 6:30. From there, you can start your intermittent fasting. From the day one, you can start from 14 hours. Then you can up till go up to 16 to 24 hours. Then only you'll see good benefits. If it is minimum 18 hours, then you'll see good benefits in your health. Not weight loss is complementary. In every good habit, weight loss is complementary. It happens automatically when you actually follow good habits. Yeah, yeah, Ekta.
So the one more question is on acidity issue. So Mr. Panne is having an acidity issue after the food, and he drinks a sufficient water and maintain a healthy lifestyle, but still have the acidity and the snoring issue. So any suggestion, like he had tried medicines and the homeopathy medicines also, but there were no use.
Mr. Funny Laku. So this is a very generic problem, Mr. Funny. Uh, you, if you ask anyone for that matter, they will have one or the other person in the family. They will have acidity issue. That the main reason for this is you. If you check your water, you'll find your water is highly acidic these days. Why? Because government process the water at the back end a lot, because of which a water has become acidic. But and over top of it, what we do is we take acidic food. What is acidic food? More of cooked food is acidic. If you'll have raw food, it is alkaline in nature. So if you can get more of alkalinity in your body, you will get rid of your acidity or stomach issues very easily. So you can switch to ionized water. I myself used Kangen water, which is a ionized water. So in a week's time, at least acidity issues are solved when you start having that water. So you can work with your like include more of fruits, raw vegetables, maybe steamed. You can steam vegetables a little, and ionized water. That will definitely help you. Yeah, Ekta.
Yeah. So we have come across with many of these questions. So there is one more last question we will take it. Like, how many days in a week can we have a non-veg?
So, Mr. Balaji, for me, I'm a pure vegetarian, and this is by choice that I'm a vegetarian. The reason being, non-veg for me is not good at all, because when you actually cut a living organism, animal, they release negative hormones, which are basically you can understand as a chemical release, because they, when there's a knife in the hand, butcher's hand, they are going to cut it, that hormone is released and it remains in their body when you're eating it. So that goes into your body and it affects your health in a bad way. So if you can avoid non-veg, please avoid. If you cannot, try and have it occasionally. That will definitely help you. So there have been a lot of researches also where people who are non-vegetarians live 10 years lesser than vegetarians. So if you want healthy life, then go for vegetarian as you can I mean, opt for less I mean, less frequently you can have non-vegetarian diet. So there is no such data that you can have it once in a week or so.
Again, this is some point of having choices. So
Yes.
we'll leave up to having a veg or non-veg kind of and things. So if you have practice and if you have a dietary choices, we will suggest you can follow and the same dietary options that you are going through.
Yeah.
So here we are into the end of this session, and I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for being a part of this incredible session today, and or for being active, and you have made this particular session a truly a special. So I would like to also extend my gratitude and would like to thank to our exceptional speaker, Ms. Neha, and what the experiences and the insight which she has shared, that will be a really give us some knowledge about to make the smart choices during this festive season. So thank you, Neha, for the wonderful session. And lastly, I will also like to thank our entire team who had been working and dedicating to bring this particular session live. So please accept my thanks to each and every one of you for being here and making this particular event a huge success.
Thank you, Ekta. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to you all. And I hope I was able to live up to your expectations. Uh, and I would look forward to such sessions in future as well. Thank you very much.